Thanks for having me tonight. Thanks, Andrew. I thought an honor of being here tonight. I wasn't going to do stand-up. I've actually been working on a new burlesque character. Her name's Tits Aplenty, a young female going on a bosom journey through the land of bountiful bosom. But don't worry, I won't do it. I don't think it's too much for you guys. It's only Wednesday. It's more of a Friday night thing. If this stage could talk, you know? It's seen so many weird angles. You know, if it could talk, I bet it would say, "Why so much glitter? You're beautiful the way you are." Don't worry, I'm not going to dance, guys. I'm not really I think I'm a good dancer. You know, like, I think I'm a good dancer. But, like, the kind of dancing that I like to do isn't really socially accepted at, like, dance clubs. Like, the kind of dancing I do is more of, like, a tip of the hat, and a how do you do, and we're going to town, and a how about you? Constable, governor. It's like I'm trying out for Brigadoon sophomore year. Huge hit with the kids in drama, but not so great at the clubs. So I'll go to these clubs and I'm not really fitting in and my dance moves aren't really working. I'll be with my friends, you know, just tipping my hat and how do you doing? And then like a guy will start to dance with you and the guys there are kind of like, they're wearing chains, they're buttoned up, they're buttoned down a little, showing some chest hair to lure you in, much like Narnia. But you don't want to dance with them, they're a little too aggressive. And then the worst part is how they start trying to dance with you. It's kind of like how a jogger gets attacked in the park. It's a sneak attack from behind. And once they're back there, you don't know who it is. It could be anybody. Your brother, Andrew Overdole, your youth pastor. Those are some weird Sundays after that. And watch out, because once he locks in, puts his hand upon your hip, when you dip, he dips, we dip. And you are locked in for 4.5 minutes, boom, boom, powing across that dance floor, getting thrusted hither and thither. And at the end of it, he'll lean in real close and whisper something like, "I like the way you move. Would you like to come home with me?" And you'll look back and you'll say to yourself, was I just dancing with Puss in Boots from Shrek? And you'll go home with him because he's got Shrek money. That was good money, okay? This doesn't work, but it would. No, I'm pretty cool, guys, I guess. I mean, when I say that, I feel like I'm really touting it. But like someone really used their sexuality, whereas I just don't have it. Like some women can wink across the bar, and they'll get a drink sent over to them. I'll wink across the bar. I'll get a medic sent over to me. I kind of like resemble Sloth, you know, from the Goonies, doing a little bit of the truffle shuffle across the bar. And y'all know what happened to Sloth. You end up going home with a fat guy, which happens to me all the time. More to love. That's what I say. More to love. Guys, I could never date a black guy, I think. And it's not because of their race, okay? It's because I'm really, really scared of them. Again, not a race thing. It's their sexuality. I think they're way too sexually intimidating. I mean, Steve Urkel was Stefan Urkel. And we all saw the kind of heat he was bringing to the table. He made women weak in the knees. Laura was ever the same after their trip to Disney World. And I can barely handle all the heat my 6'3" Nebraska boyfriend's bringing to the table. It's the chest hair, guys. It's like Middle Earth, you know? You discover new things. And it's manly, too. Chest hair is super manly. Just grab in there, get into it. And it's also a great way to get corn out of your teeth. I know what you're all thinking. This gal is super sexually progressive. You'd be right. You're really right on that one. I am. Ahead of my time. But I wasn't always this way. You know, I've been working on my people skills for a long time. I hate sometimes when you meet somebody, or see them, and you haven't seen them for a long time, or you don't really know them that well, you don't know how to greet them necessarily. Like the other day, I ran into this guy who's like a friend of a friend, and he didn't know how to say hi to me. First he wanted to give me a hug. And I was like, not ready for that, so I'm like, how about you put her there, pal? Then he went to try to give me a handshake, and I was already up here in high five territory. Then he tried to kiss me on the cheek, and I didn't know what to do. So I just slept with him. And you know, it wasn't as weird as I thought it was going to be. He had a gentle touch and a kind thrust. A stranger's love is a must. I recommend it to everybody. Try new things, get out there, shake it up, you know? You never know who could kill you. No, I recently beat death, you guys. I had a kidney transplant like 2 months ago. Actually, knock on wood. I don't really know if I'm not really out of the woods yet, so I probably shouldn't tout it too much. No, but I had a kidney transplant, totally life changing. It was weird. I had complete kidney failure, super weird. Complete kidney failure, and I like to explain it to people like this: like my body was like a broken aquarium, you know. Stuff wasn't getting filtered in and out properly, and there was a dead angelfish right here, really backing things up, real son of a bitch. I went through dialysis. I did home dialysis, which is where you put it's manual. You put fluid into you and then drain it out. You know, and every day I did that. I would weigh the pros and cons of doing it to myself at home. You know, you put this 2,000 milliliters into your cavity. You feel full. And I think, at least I'm doing it at home, it's more comfortable here. And this is saving my life day by day. And then con would be, if I took a beer bong right now, I would fucking explode. Couldn't go to I wasn't tailgating like I used to be. Was not hitting the tailgate like I used to. No, but people always want to talk to me about it now, and I don't mind talking about it at all. And people want to relate to you and bring something that they can offer to you, and sometimes it's not really appropriate. Like I saw a girl after my surgery, friend of mine, and she was like, "Oh my God, I watched Steel Magnolias the other day, and when Shelby's dying, and she said I would rather have 10 seconds of happiness than a whole lifetime of nothing, and she died of kidney failure. God, I thought of you when that happened." And I was like, "Oh, first of all, thank you for thinking of me. Do you want to call me in about 40 years when the love of my life dies and tell me how much it reminds you of the movie Up?" I'd be really ready for that then. I think I'll let this settle from there. And a little tip for the summertime I've given myself, I know I'm going to be in a bathing suit, because this bod is too hot to trot, and I've got scars, and when this bod's got you, people perspiring, they're going to be inquiring where they came from. And I don't mind telling my story at all, like I said, but sometimes it gets a little old. So I decided one way to kind of stop the conversation and go about my day, next time someone asks me, "Oh, pourquoi the scars? What happened there?" I'll just simply say to them, "It was a serial killer. I was the only one that got away. There are 7 of us in his basement. Sometimes I still hear the river that ran behind the house." Oh, Cassidy. I can hear Cassidy's screams. Ah! I'll come back for you, Cassidy! I'll come back for you, Cass. Yeah, I can talk about it. You want to talk about it? Usually stops the convo. Get to go in the direction I want it to go, which is nowhere. Get out my face, friend. It was something I learned a lot. I just turned 28, and it was a whole year of that. And through those 28 years, I can't tell you how much I've learned, guys, but I've learned most importantly that there's 3 types of people in this world. Okay. There's people who favor Tweety Bird. Okay. There's people who prefer Bugs Bunny. Okay. And then there are those people that get those characters embroidered on the back of their leather jackets. Those are typically the people you want to avoid. Just steer clear of them. Don't owe them any money. Guys, I was driving down the street the other day and I saw someone in a PT Cruiser. And I said to myself, "God damn it, what a lucky son of a bitch. I have always wanted to win the Monopoly game at McDonald's. I have just lacked the dedication all of these years. You, sir, are an American hero. Drive it proudly. Treat it well. It will break down on you. Most assuredly so. It will break down on you." Guys, I have to get this off my chest right away. I hate Bruno Mars. I hate him. But I love all of Bruno Mars's music. Say what you will about me. I don't know what that means, but it's a fact of life. But music isn't what it used to be, I know there's a bunch of, pop stars like Selena and Demi telling me to spread my wings and fly. Thank you for that. But you're not getting to the heart, Demi. You're not. You're not there. Like, people don't take the time to write songs like they used to, Like someone sitting there, and I always wonder how they go through the creative process, to make a hit. It's like he's writing, he's like, everybody get on the floor. Everybody want more? No. Everybody adore? No. Floor. That's it. That's it. Everybody get on the floor. More. Dinosaur. Everybody get on the floor. Everybody do that dinosaur. Ooh, ah, shakalaka boom. Ooh, ah, that's it. I've done it. And then Whoopi wants in on the cut, and there's a movie made, People don't write like that anymore. That takes talent and skill and time. But I think I'm learning this all after growing up. I'm becoming an adult. It's like now music I used to listen to all the time has all new meaning to me. Takes me to a whole new place. And I figured that out the last time I was going through a breakup and Fleetwood Mac came on in the car. And, it was Silver Spring. And maybe I did have to pull over to cry. And maybe I did say, "Gypsy woman, don't use your magic on my heart." But I did, okay? And I learned a lot about myself. And I learned about the power of Stevie Nicks. And it's powerful. It cuts to you deep, yo. Even deeper than you thought could happen. And I don't care if that makes me an old soul, okay? But it does make me really embarrassed of my iPod. Yeah, especially when you're at a party with a bunch of 21-year-olds, I was at a party the other day at barbecue, and I was terrified they would ask me to put my iPod in. And I was just thankful that I recently updated my iPod from a Dell Pocket DJ. Thank God I left my Walkman at home. I would have been asked to leave. But I was like, no big deal. If they ask me, I'm not scared. I'm not scared what they'll find out. Sure, maybe 9 out of 10 times it is the Dave Matthews Band. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm more ashamed of the Jimmy Buffett that will come on after, but neither there nor I. I will take it like a woman if they put my iPod on. Hear me now and hear me proud. I will not be ashamed of you, DMB. And if it does come on, I know how to diffuse the situation and make me look like Mrs. Cool again, okay? Just simply go up to the iPod and say, "Excuse me, guys, I got this. Mambo number 5. Now, who here wants me to buy them some alcoholic drinks? I will do it. I will do it for you. And I did. They're all drunk now. Drunk and dead. Can't see this. But it made me feel a little older. And it kind of like when but I still feel young all the time. I still feel like I'm always growing up. Like recently, something wonderful happened and made me feel so young. I found a zit. And I imagine getting a zit in your late 20s is similar to getting your period for the first time in your 40s. You're like, "Oh, I thought I was too old for this stuff. Oh, God, when am I ever going to grow up?" It's going to make losing your virginity in your 80s a real adventure. Sexually and mentally. Can your back handle it? I don't know. Have you been working out? Do you swim? Do you keep it high and tight? So he'll love you at night? If you guys haven't picked up on this, I'm great at rhyming. I'm laying it on pretty thick, so I hope you're picking up on it. I like how we don't watch television normally anymore. You can't just wait a week to see a show. We'll all just go about our lives, and then when a season's out, we'll just watch the entire season. It's like ripping cigarettes, like an alcoholic in rehab. Just like, what's happening next on Downton Abbey? What will Mary do? Is this how you smoke? I've never done it. Right? This is right. But recently I just did that with Kevin Bacon's new serial killer drama, The Following. You, a fan in the front. Hello. We'll relate all episode long. Stage long, not episode. Or stage long, we'll relate. Don't worry. So The Following, for those of you who are following it, it's a show. Kevin Bacon is he's not in the FBI. He's too much of a wild card, okay? He's a consultant brought in to find the serial killer and his cult of serial killers who just kill everyone. And I turned it on, watched episode 1 on a whim. What's Bacon up to these days? Probably nothing important. 13 hours later, I left my couch. And I was riveted. It was like I watched a 13-hour-long Kevin Bacon movie. And I don't know what that says about me, but I know what it says about Kevin Bacon. And that is that the bake man's still got it, okay? He's got it hard, he's got it good, and I would watch 13 more hours. In fact, I did. Picked up halfway through the season, finished it out. He's killing it, guys. Literally. Figuratively, and there's serial killers everywhere. And I think that anyway. I think there's still... This show makes you feel like everyone's a serial... Do you feel like everyone's a possible threat? That and SGU, it's either they're going to murder me or rape me or steal all my money. And if they want that $300, it is theirs. You know? Go for it. Because I don't know how to, like, protect myself. I don't think I could actually fight anyone, you know? This is what it would probably look like. Because I've never been in, like, a girl fight or a regular fight, anything where I'd have to defend myself. My sister's been in a couple of girl fights, and I don't want to be in a girl fight because I feel like girls are, like, ruthless. Like, for example, my sister went apeshit crazy in a girl fight. You know what she did? She took a girl's flip-flops, threw them off the balcony. She didn't even give a fuck. She threw them off the balcony. Good luck coming after me with no shoes, loser. Who does that? Girls do. Girls, you lose eyebrows and hair and your shoes. People rip at your things. These guys just kick each other's ass. They don't ruin your personal belongings. Girls will do, like, stuff that's really messed up. And, like, you don't know who's going to be good at girl fighting, you know? Like, the skinniest, mousiest girl will go completely crazy on you, like an episode of Bad Girls Club, and she'll be popping off here and there. Like, when my sister, the one thing that would set her off when we were growing up was, let me put this out there. I have a problem. I'm a thief. I steal. I was probably a cat burglar in another life, okay? I've always stolen my sister's clothes. Why? Because they're there, and they kind of fit, you know? Why not? What's mine is yours, and what's yours is always mine. But when I was a kid, I'd always steal her clothes, and I thought I was so clever because she would leave before me, and I'd be wearing another outfit, and the second she'd leave, I'd go steal something and put it on, and then usually spill on it, and then hide it under, like, up some clothes or under a bed, and she'll never find it again. The perfect plan! But one day, she came home from school, and I thought I had covered myself up. I took off the stained shirt, and I covered it in my laundry basket deep at the bottom so my secret would never be known. She would never find out. Things would go fine. I hear her come up the stairs. She enters the room. It's like she knew. She went directly for it. It's home in the closet. Hark, my contempo casuals. It's not where I left it. And she knew it was me, and I could feel her coming towards me. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was in my room, and I rushed over to the pile of laundry and covered it with my body, thinking, she'll never find it here. Idiot. She came into my room, and I had a long room, and she looked at me with such hate that I didn't think she could hate me that much, and I was wrong. She really could hate me a lot. And she came at me like an anime cartoon character, you know, levitating in air like a Sailor Moon, coming at your chest. And I got two feet kicked to the chest. I flew across the room. And I will never underestimate the hormones of a young girl and her love of fine mall retail clothing ever again. Women are crazy. Bitches be crazy, am I right, guys?
Hear, hear.
Here, here, here. We're all here together. We are crazy because, like, the littlest thing can set you off and you don't know it. I'm really emotional, and even more so that the older I get, the more emotional I get. Stuff just makes me cry. And what's unfortunate is I have a really ugly cry face. So that's not getting me out of any speeding tickets, you know? It's not getting me any extra points. I told my boyfriend I cannot watch anything sad anymore. It affects me too deeply. And that's why I recommend all of you, if you're like me, do not go see the movie Blue Valentine. Anyone here seen the movie Blue Valentine? Let me just give you a little recap of it, okay? Boy and girl meet and fall in love, okay? Boy and girl are crazy about each other. Boy and girl get married. Boy and girl have a baby. They put it all together. They're making it happen. They love each other. Suddenly, boy and girl realize their dreams are different. And no, boy and girl hate each other. And they get in a weird fight in a hotel, and boy and girl get divorced, and never in love, and love doesn't exist. Moral of the movie, love doesn't exist. and you have to watch it for 2 hours with whoever you went with, and you just expect Michelle Williams and Ryan Gosling to take you out of it okay, and they just leave you there to die at the end of this love tunnel of hate. And then when you leave the movie, first of all, you enter holding hands, loving each other. And when you leave, it's like sidestepping slowly to go red box your single life away, because nothing is worth this horrible love that Ryan Gosling speaks of. Don't worry, I found love, guys. I'm fine. I'm really happy. I've got a good boyfriend. He's a good guy. He's very supportive. He'll be completely honest with me, you know. Like he'll tell me how it is, and he'll even tell me when I have bad breath, you know. But then I'll tell him, you were the last thing in there, so that is your fault, my friend. Do not lay that on me. Get it together. When we started dating, I really, really liked him, and you know, when you start dating someone, you want to put your best foot forward, you know. And I decided I was going to go buy all new underwear, you know. I'm just going to clean house, get it all out of there, out with the old, in with the new, you know. So I went out and I went and bought, I spent kind of a pretty penny, you know. I spent $75. I got 73 pairs of really nice garments from the dollar store. I really like this guy, okay? I mean, I committed. I was like, you know, no more plastic bag with leg holes cut out for this gal. I've got a gentleman collar. Albertsons, I won't need your business anymore. But it's good to get rid of those old underwear every once in a while. You know, it's like, because there's nothing more unattractive on a woman walking home after a night with a gentleman than just like a baggy thong. Just swinging in the breeze. Because, like, what are you going to keep those for anyway? Are you planning on making some sort of, like, beautiful patchwork stained quilt that you use on more snowy days when you watch Hope Floats? Don't worry, that will keep you very safe and very alone. But bears can smell menstruation, so don't take it camping. I kind of approach seducing a man much like how you would treat a bear. I like to think of their crotch area as like their cave, you know, and then their, you know, parts as like the bear in hibernation. And I like to just poke that sleeping bear. It's like, what's going on over there? Just poke it up, and then when it wakes up, you know, I play dead. Okay? Yeah. What? Hi, what are you doing here? And then if he comes at you or does anything to you, that's assault, brother. But see, you've got the conversation going. You're talking, you know? The two of you are connecting. You're making it happen. You know, and I like to, you know, I another little tool I keep in my tool belt is, you know, clothes items that I think are pretty saucy. Like, one I used to hate and now I secretly love because I just love how it makes me look is skinny jeans. I mean, I just love them. I like to use them as my lady bait to lure my man meat back to my lady cave, which is the room I share with my 23-year-old sister. But I want to know why something I love so much, it makes me feel so attractive and flirty and skinny and cool, makes me feel like such an idiot when I take them off. Like, you don't feel sexy at all taking them off. Like, you know, so you'll get your man meat back in your lady cave, and you got him situated on the futon. Get comfortable. Oh, that? Some hummus, some wheat thins. It's a Mediterranean treat. Enjoy. Now tell me, Steve, are you a fan of the music of a Mr. Kenny Loggins? Oh, you are. Great. Well, let me take you into my danger zone, Stephen. All right. Do-do-do-do-do. Flying into the night, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Tight, what? Highway to my danger zone. Okay. I'm gonna take a ride. Okay, just keep looking at me, Steve. Danger. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Nope. Keep making eye contact. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. Here, Steve, will you just pull back. Just pull and pivot to the left. Pull and pivot to the left. Got it. You got it. Why? Will you just help me? Will you please just help me? Why aren't you helping me? You never help me with anything. Oh, God. Oh, okay. I got this one. and it's off. Oh no, it's not off. It's stuck on my weird toe. Oh, don't look at my toe, Steve. Do you still want to do this? And luckily he did. I mean, he wasn't doing too well either. Thanks, you guys. Have a great night.